Literally every time I go, I buy like 4 or 5 of them because it's such a good deal at Costco. 2 for $7. Hi guys, Nicki's here. How are you? I have some free time today, so I thought I'd just jump on and make this video catching up with you guys. My daughter is not home, so I get to do so much. Literally, I just finished 3 loads of laundry while waiting for one more to be washed. I'm just trying to like clean up around the house. I got the Roomba. Where's the Roomba? Roomba is running. Yes, because Cleo, she's so scared of the Roomba whenever she's home. Like we just can't really run it because it's pretty loud. So yeah, I'm running the Roomba up here. I already ran the Roomba downstairs earlier. And excuse my skin, it's just I don't know what's going on, but I've just been breaking out, probably because I don't get enough sleep and not enough rest, but you know, mom's life. But yeah, I'm just about to like, you know, finish up changing the bed sheets, and then I have some stuff to do for hi Brenda. I have some stuff that I have to do to prepare for like tax seasons coming up. What is it? In March? Yeah. So I mean, my husband does most of the filing and everything, but because of my business, I just started the business last year. So there's some stuff that I have to combine, for example, like expenses, so that he can input into the tax when he files the tax. Like I'm not an expert in this at all, so but it would be really helpful for him if I can just combine all of the expenses, the costs, yeah, everything into an Excel sheet. So that's what I'm about to do. This is my office. It's still a mess. We've been moved into this house like over a year, and I still don't have anything set up because it's just hard with a little baby, you know. But I do have my office. This is my office. Of course, there's Cleo's toys, but yeah, I really need to just organize it, but it's just hard to do because I don't really have a lot of time. So yeah, a lot of my mom's stuff. So again, like, I just went to Costco and we buy a lot of vitamins. They have great values there, right? Like the wholesale, that's the place to go to buy anything. If you can get anything from wholesale, it's the best, like even better than Amazon. So but yeah, like once every few months I have to just like buy a bunch of stuff like health related products, like, you know, skincare. My mom loves this brand Clinique. And you can see this whole box here is her, right? And it's good for like a few months. So every few months I would send back like a bunch of stuff for her, and then like vitamins and just, you know, health related stuff for her and my dad and my grandma. And I'll show you what I got from Costco today. But yeah, like it's great place to go, right? Everything is just so much more expensive now though. And overall, like a simple trip to the grocery store is like at least $200, and it lasts what? Maybe a bit over a week, right? But anyway, I just wanted to come and like, you know, catch up with you guys. I don't know where my tripod is because my arm is getting tired just holding the phone. But anyway, let's just get into it. I know there's a lot of you guys that send me questions, asking how I'm doing in terms of, you know, Gerd and healing with Gerd and the diet and everything. And I'm doing pretty well. And to be honest, at this point, like I'm just so like used to this condition, right? I know my body so well now that even if it flares up, like I don't stress about it. I just know what to do, if you know what I mean. Like because if you deal with something for so long, and you just gotta find different ways to like work with it, you know. Like, I know my body so well now that I would be able to differentiate, like, oh, is it just a little flare up, or like is it bad enough for me to like take some medication? And it's nothing like even serious, right? Like when I'm really like having a bad flare, so I would have to like go on and take Prilosec again, or like Nexium, you know, same kind of class of drug, right? The PPI. So that's when it's really bad. But usually say here and there, I would say go out, right? And eat out, and say I drink a little alcohol and maybe eat spicy food. And I know that, okay, like I should probably just take some Tums right after, or like while I'm, you know, drinking, like here and there, I'll just take a Tums, and that would really neutralize the acid, and it really doesn't bother me. But here and there, for example, if I do have to take my lupus medication, the steroids, and there's really nothing that I can do. I just know it's gonna really like flare up my symptoms, and it's gonna mess up my stomach really bad. So with that, with my doctor's recommendation, when I have to take steroids, or if I have to take an Advil, because Tylenol doesn't work, you know, for my migraines, sometimes I just have to take an Advil, and I know it's just gonna flare up my symptoms. I just take either Pepsid. Pepsid is a bit stronger, right? A little stronger than Tums, of course, because Tums is just calcium, just neutralize the acid. So I would take a Pepsid with the Advil, or if it really like every day I have to take the steroid for like a week, then of course I'm gonna have to just take a course of Prilosec with the steroid. Otherwise, I would be hurting really bad, right? So yeah, you just gotta know like how your body is react to like certain things. So that's why like in the past I tell you guys all the time, just try to make a diary of what you eat, and then write out your symptoms afterward. Like if you feel good, you know, write it out. Okay, I ate bananas today, and 1 hour in, 2 hours in, I feel great. So you know that, okay, for you, bananas does a great job. It doesn't bother you at all. But for me, banana has to be really ripe, otherwise it does cause my symptom to flare up. So it's really weird. I mean, everyone's different, so that's why I recommend for each of you, if you're having a flare up and it's been like a few months now and you're still dealing with this, and you've talked to your doctor and everything, and they of course give you some medication or give you like a diet plan, but on top of everything that you're doing, just make a little, you know, buy a little notepad like this, right? And every day, just whatever you eat, just write it down and just kind of pay attention to how you feel. I think you could really benefit from that. But yeah, so the next question I see a lot, like from other moms asking me like how I'm dealing with Gerd like during my pregnancy, and what was my diet, or you know, what's my diet like during when it's like at the worst, when I'm pregnant. There's so many things that you can't eat when you're pregnant. You have, everything has to be cooked. Sucks that, I mean, like vitamin C is always so good, like, you know, citrus is like oranges, lime, lemon, everything is so good for you, but I can't eat those because there's just too much acid. Like it's gonna flare up my symptoms. And the first 3 months, I guess because of the hormones or whatever, like during my pregnancy, like the first 3 months I just had heartburn and reflux so bad every single day. So I don't think I was taking anything besides I just take Tums, and then I was just trying to eat less. I had to like really sit up after I eat, and sometimes I would sleep like on my recliner sitting up, you know, like one of those like chair like this, and you can recline it back a little bit, but then for like breastfeeding and stuff. But yeah, I was sitting on my recliner, and a lot of the time I would just like sleep sitting up like that and recline back a little bit so that the acid doesn't come up. But yeah, my diet, I naturally, because I've been dealing with this thing for so long, I just kind of like adjust my eating habit so that I don't suffer, right? Like, I mean, you have to sacrifice something. So during my pregnancy, and even now, like most days, I'm eating very healthy. I love salads. I love steamed vegetable. I don't eat a lot of salt. But in terms of seasoning, like, yeah, I use salt. I love soy sauce. I love honey. And then also these days, I used to put like sugars in certain recipe, but like these days I found this alternative. It's like monk fruit and what is the other ingredient? But it's pretty much like it's sugar-free, it's sweet, it's natural. It doesn't add any calories, and it tastes just like sugar. So like, why not, right? I'll send you a picture. I'll attach a picture of what exactly it is, but it has monk fruit and something else. So it's like literally like 1-to-1 ratio compared to sugar. So I use that a lot in my cooking, or I'll just swap out like honey instead of like sugar. And then I cut out a lot of dairy. Dairy sometimes can really like aggravate your GERD and acid reflux symptoms. So I drink oat milk, and I make my own oat milk. So easy. You literally just buy the oat, like raw oats, and then you add water, cold water, put it in the blender. If you wanted to add like vanilla extract or honey or whatever it is, like just add everything in there and blend it up for like a minute, and then strain it out, and you got your oat milk. Like no preservative or anything. And honestly, like mine, I just make like a huge, how many ounces? Maybe like 4 cups of water. That's how many ounces? I don't know, like good enough for like 3-4 days, right? And then I just make it again. It takes like no time to make it at all. I know people make like almond milk and other nut milk, but that just seems a bit more complicated. So, but oat milk is so easy, and I love oats. Like I told you so many times in the past, like when I was pregnant, like I eat oatmeal every morning. That's my breakfast, oatmeal and peanut butter, or oatmeal and a little bit of honey. And it's just, even when I have a flare up, like the first thing I do is just go make some oatmeal, like super runny, like lots of water, and then I just kind of drink that slimy oat, you know, oat liquid, whatever, you know. So oat works great for me, and I heard a lot from other people too that it's very comforting to tell me when it's like hurting. What else? Oh yeah, and I just want to also like mention, just sharing this because I work in a hospital, right? So I do ultrasound in the emergency setting, or you know, we get patients that stay in the hospital, but they come get an abdominal ultrasound like almost every day. Every single day I see like people, like we would get a good close like 100 patients every day, right? And there's must be like 50% of them like ordering abdominal ultrasound for what? Like stomach pain. Epigastric pain means that pain right up here in upper mid stomach. And then what else? Nausea, vomiting. And every time I would talk to them, you know, while I'm doing the exam, I would chat with them and just asking like, you know, what happened? Is this something new? Or like, and then a lot of the time I could just tell that they have acid reflux or Gerd just because of their symptom. Like they're nauseous, they constantly like burping, gas is coming out, you know, and yeah, they say they can't eat anything, or certain thing they eat, like fatty food or greasy food. There was one time I had a patient that came in because he ate like some pizza, and then it sent him to the hospital because it's like hurting so bad. So every time I asked them, I would just ask them like, just curious, right? Like what did you eat today? Or what's your diet is like? And everything that they told me that they ate or like they usually eat, it's just like red flags, right? Like, no, you should not be eating you know, just like lemon, lime on a daily basis like that. If you're having acid reflux, like it's can really aggravating. Or like if you have gastritis, mean your stomach is inflamed. And just imagine if there's a wound, right? Like if you have a cut on your finger, like would you want to squeeze a lemon or lime on it? It just sounds painful. So that's just like the closest and analogy that I can like relate that two things, like the wound in your belly and your stomach. I just say belly because I work with a lot of children, like, so I always use belly because they don't understand what abdominal or like your stomach is. So I was like, hey, I'm gonna take a look at your belly for the doctor, okay? So now it's stuck with me. But yeah, what else? So I love steamed vegetable. If you're pregnant, I would recommend try to eat as many greens as you can every day, 3 times a day. Well, 2 times a day, I guess, like dinner, lunch and dinner. Broccoli's good. Kale is amazing. Spinach, lots of iron, so good for you. And especially you're pregnant, try to increase your iron intake if you're not already taking like supplements. Yeah, so I'll show you here the video of like what I got from Costco today. But there's this sweet kale salad that I've been obsessed with. So it has a mixture of kale, like chopped up kale, cabbage, carrot, red cabbage, Brussels sprout, and it has this like poppy seed dressing, and it came with like pumpkin seeds and cranberries. Oh my god, it's so good. Every time I go, I buy like 4 bags, right? Because it's just, I can literally eat that every day. And I love lettuce too, like, but I found out like if you buy lettuce, like especially like romaine or iceberg, don't buy the one that they already chopped it up for you. It doesn't taste the same. Like I know that it's more work to have to wash it all by yourself and then dry and like, you know, get the water out and stuff, but it's just worth it. Hi Roomba came in. My lips are so dry. Like I drink so much water and they're just always like cracked, and it's winter time, and then my face is jacked up with like all this acne. I don't know. It's like I don't even want to put on makeup just because it's gonna irritate it even more. So it is what it is. Just be real. This is real life. So what else? Yeah. So I think that's about it. I mean, when you're pregnant, it's just don't eat a big meal. Like I remember I was just being hungry all the time, but then I also can't eat because like the baby's pushing on your stomach. So if you eat more than like this much food, it's gonna push on your stomach and you're gonna get reflux. It's literally the baby is pushing at all your organs, right? So I used to have to eat like 5 or 6 small meals every day and snack a lot. Like if I have to do a long shift at work, I'll just bring snack, like healthy snack, you know, like nuts and stuff, or like some healthy granola or a piece of fruit, and I just kind of snack every hour, and that helps a lot. And then of course like sleeping, just sitting up a bit. But there's so many good like supplements these days out there, and I heard the brand Mary Ruth is really good. I haven't gotten a chance to try, but my friends have tried and they loved it. But honestly, nothing is as good as if you can just eat like whole foods, like natural. You know, go eat vegetable instead of like not eating vegetable and like get these greens powder or whatever. It can never compare. Like your body always prefer real food. You know what I mean? So that's my only advice. And yeah, cut out dairy. Dairy is just, I mean, we're adults now. We don't really need to drink milk every day like a baby, but you can get calcium and other protein from other food, you know, like other vegetable, like greens, dark vegetable, kale, spinach, and what else, like cheeses. I'm a little lactose intolerant as well, so like I don't eat a lot of cheeses, but here and there I do. If I go to a party and they serve something like a brie or like a Gouda, I'll have a piece or so. But yeah, I don't really eat a lot of like dairy. Again, I just think dairy is not good for you. If you do your research anywhere, it would just say if you have like reflux disease, just try to avoid like dairy products. But yogurt, I know yogurt is dairy too, but it's just different though, because yogurt has so much benefits in terms of like the probiotics and stuff. So like I would drink a little bit of a what is that called? It's not yogurt, but it's like a live probiotic, right? Is that kefir, Kefir. So it literally just tastes like yogurt, but it's a bit more sour, like stronger. So anything probiotic is good. So actually I take probiotics every single day, and I really feel like a difference in my GI health. It's like much better, because when you have healthy gut bacteria, it can help you digest food better, like just it can help you heal better too. So I would recommend get a probiotic of some sort. I like the brand Cultural. I've been taking Cultural for a while now, but then also my mother-in-law just gave me like another one she got from Costco. I forgot what brand, but it also has like some, I guess, like healthy bacteria for like the woman's part, which I think is fine. If you're already eating yogurt, like that's already good for that too. So yeah, they're just, in terms of your diet, just stay away. If you're having a flare, just stay away from anything that is too acidic. Of course, like don't eat the oranges, don't eat the lemon, the lime. Of course, no alcohol. Caffeine, I think if you need coffee, it's okay. Just don't drink it on an empty stomach, because I've had many times where I just drink like green tea or something. I don't do coffee, but I like tea, and if I drink on an empty stomach, it makes me very sick. So I think like just eat a little something first. I think that would be very helpful. And what else? Yeah, I'm doing really well these days. Honestly, a lot of the time I can just like eat whatever I want over the weekend. Like I'm being really good like Monday to Friday, because I go to work, I make my salad, or I prepare my meal. I do like little baked chicken or grill like little meatballs. I would buy like ground pork or ground beef or sometimes ground turkey. I don't really like ground turkey. It always has like these little pieces of bones in there. It's like really annoying to me. But and then I just like, you know, roll them, season them, of course. Like for me these days, I don't find garlic powder is a problem for me. But if you are having a flare up, like, yeah, try to stay away from garlic, onions, even green onions. Just stay away from those, right? But I mean, I'm fine right now. I don't have a flare up, so I can eat a lot of things that you guys might not be able to. So don't compare me to you. Just, you have to listen to your body and, you know, do what your body needs you to do. Just, yeah. So I know a lot of my recipe in the past, I do put like garlic, and I always make a note. And I know people come for me for like, oh, you know, Gerd is like, garlic is a no-no for Gerd. I know that, but I mean, I'm okay with eating it, and I put a little bit. So that's why I always make a note saying that, you know, you should watch out for what's, you know, what works for you. If you don't want to put garlic and you feel like it's irritating to your stomach, don't use it. Okay, my mother-in-law just called. Oh, Cleo has been sick. I don't know what she has. Like, we took her to the doctor and they tested for everything and she's negative for everything, but she's just been having fever like for 3 days now. So my mother-in-law just called and said like she's having fever again. So I think she's gonna bring her home soon, and because I didn't bring medicine in the bag, so anyway, okay, so I think I'm just gonna have to go, but it's so good to be back and chatting with you guys. I hope you guys found something helpful in the video, and if you have any more questions, just put it down in the comments. And next time, if you have like a good amount, if I have a good amount of questions combined, I'll make another video answering more questions. But it's pretty straightforward when I think it comes to like dealing with this disease, just because I have so many years of experience with living with it. But I think for you guys, I know if it's brand new to you, you're probably like freaking out right now, having anxiety because it's painful. Like, I had a flare like a couple months ago. I came home from work and it was, I was dying. Literally, I was just like crouching over the bed and just like literally just like rocking back and forth like this because I was in so much pain. I had to send my husband out to like get me some medicine because I didn't have nothing at home because I haven't had a flare up in so long. So I sent him to get like Pepcid, to get Prilosec, and I had to take it for a week and it cleared up. But it was my fault because I knew what I did, because I was eating like, you know, lime, because it's my guilty pleasure. I love when I eat chicken. Like in Vietnam, we eat chicken, like we boil the chicken and then we eat it with this sauce. It's like salt, pepper, and then you squeeze lime juice in it. Oh my god, it's so good. So I was eating that for a few days in a row, and I thought I was be able to like get away with it, but I didn't. So I mean, it was my fault. So see, like when we have the disease, it's just like, it sucks that you can't eat certain things, but then it kind of like puts you in, it's like humbles you when it happens. It's like, no, you have to like be really, really good with your diet. But hey, if you do need vitamin C though, because I think vitamin C is such an important vitamin that you need, and your body can't like make it, so you need to like eat it, right? Or like get it from the food source. So I do have this brand of vitamin C. It's what is it? Oh my god, I think it's like, I have to take a picture, I forgot. But if you just look it up on Google, say non-acidic or like gentle formula vitamin C, I take one of those every day and I'm fine. So like you can totally take that too. Anyway, yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. I'm so sorry that, you know, it's funny, like I have this community that I share, you know, the GERD problem with, and we're like a little family here. But it's just saddened me every time someone like messaged me and say, hey, I have this problem too, and I was like, no, I don't want you to have it. But it sucks. Yeah, I see it also every day at work too. Like all my patients, I chat with them too, and I'm just saying like, I think you have like reflux disease. And honestly, like all the organs that I'm seeing, because I have to scan the belly, right? I have to look at the liver, the kidney, the gallbladder, and all of the organs, and most of the time they're all fine, but they still have pain. Is because the problem is in their GI system, like from, you know, your esophagus down to your stomach and then your guts. So you need to just be serious about like getting it together in terms of if you're not eating a healthy diet, you gotta just get your shit together, right? Just being real here. So anyway, oh, my lips are getting so dry. Anyway, I gotta go though. But good catching up with you guys. Again, if you have any questions, any requests, put it down in the comment and I'll try to make another video answering more questions. But that's all I can think of today. Yeah, take care. I'll see you soon. Bye. Costco trip. All of these are vitamins and skincare and other health stuff for my mom. Well, for my parents and then grandma. So once a while, like one every few months, I have to buy all of these and send back to my parents in Vietnam. Oh, and been loving this sweet kale salad. It's so good. Like literally every time I go, I buy like 4 or 5 of them because it's such a good deal at Costco. 2 for $7. But it's just a lot of good stuff in here. The dressing is delicious. Yeah, try to stay healthy. Today we're gonna have Wagyu beef for my husband's birthday.